Robin, what's in the news?
Well, I want to start off by talking about this new Disney movie called Powder. It's about
I want to see that.
Teenager. You know, this is the thing. I saw the previews. I was really intrigued by the previews. Now I can't go to see the movie.
Why?
Because the guy who made it, Victor Silva, is a convicted child molester.
Yeah, you'll go see it anyway.
No, I won't.
You sneak in. You won't pay to see it.
No. I'm not going to see it. He just, you know, they've had some screenings of the film and lots of people coming out to see it, a lot of industry support for the film.
Is it getting good reviews?
It hasn't actually officially been released yet. It comes out this Friday, and I suppose you'll see their reviews then.
It looks kind of cool because I saw the commercial for it, and it's got this real white guy.
Yeah, and I don't know why he's all that so white.
He's like an albino.
Is that it, or
yeah.
is he supposed to be from somewhere else?
No, I think he's like of Earth, but he's got special powers. And I love any movie where a loser gets special powers, because I'm a loser that got special powers when I got on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
It was like...
It's your story.
It's my story. Any story about a loser who gets special powers is my story. Superman, anybody. Superman was a loser until his parents put him in that rocket ship and flew him here. Then he was a winner.
Now he's got Lois Lane.
Yeah, back on Krypton, he would have been a loser. He would have just been a guy.
Just like all the other guys.
Exactly.
Well, Powder is about such a boy.
There's this boy, he lays hands on a deer, and he some guy shoots a deer, he lays hands on the deer, and then he lays hands on the guy, and the guy can feel the pain of the deer.
Yeah, feels what it felt like when he shot him.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then he makes spoons all stick together in the cafeteria. Those are the two things I've seen.
Dude, that's a cool power. Any power is cool.
So anyway...
Hey, Jackie, can you move your light? Yeah, thanks. It's in my eyes. Thank you.
The movie is coming out, but now the past of the director has been revealed, and the boy he molested, who is now 20, has come out and started protesting in front of screenings of the movie, and they're talking to the press about this guy. So here is the young man who says that several years ago when he was working with this Victor Silva on a low-budget horror film, the guy coerced him into having sex.
Is that right? What's the guy's name?
His name is Nathan Winters.
Okay.
I shouldn't be experiencing sexual things when I'm 8 years old. I should be a child out in the yard playing, you know. I shouldn't be in some disgusting man's bedroom.
Turns out that after the boy reported this to his mother and she called police, they investigated and went to his apartment to arrest him, and they found, you know, all these tapes of him having oral sex with kids and stuff like that. So he was an admitted child molester who eventually served time for his relationship with this boy, and now he's got a mainstream film out. Here is Rebecca Winters, the boy's mother.
We're not interested in making headlines. We're interested in every parent knowing who and what this man is. There are future victims out there. We don't want anything. We would never want this to happen to another child. And Victor is now got himself back into a position of authority, and you tell me what he's going to do with it. I know what he did with it last time. This guy was a big brother. He worked at daycare centers.
Yeah.
He worked at the Mount Diablo Children's Council. This is what these people do. They follow a profile.
Well, hey, lucky for me, I don't go to any movies, so I don't have to go see it.
You don't have this dilemma.
Yeah. I know I'm boycotting. I'm boycotting all movies.
You see them on videotape.
Yeah, that I will.
See, that's wrong, too.
Yeah, well, at least it's less wrong. At least I get them free.
But that's pretty wild that the Walt Disney Company hired this guy.
I just got some bad videos in the mail. The worst movie I ever saw, I hate to say it because they sent me a free copy, but Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, is that bad?
Wow. And I love stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a cool concept.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's Keanu Reeves or just, you know, bad plot, but woo.
It was really bad. It's about this guy who gets a computer chip in his head so that he can store information and smuggle it, which makes no sense. Like, why would you have to smuggle it in some guy's head? You could just send it over a modem.
Oh, they were talking, it's that end of the world kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was another Armageddon situation where life was so awful that now they had to go to this system of transporting information.
Yeah, instead of planting it in his head, though, you could have just, planted it, anywhere. You could have planted it in a briefcase.
Well, the whole situation wasn't about whether it was planted in his head or not. The point was that when he got this latest information planted, he was supposed to have improved the chip in his head so he could handle it.
Yeah.
And he didn't, and he needed to get it out in a certain amount of time or it was going to blow his brain.
Yeah, so, the whole time he's trying to get all this computer junk out of his head, and it was pretty thin. I thought it was going to be cool. I actually fast-forwarded through most of it.
It was a terrible movie.
It's cool if you got fast-forward, because I saw the whole Johnny Mnemonic movie in 10 minutes.
And that's how it should have been seen.
Then somebody sent me this film called Lap Dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lap Dance. And it was really bad. It's tons of naked chicks and everything, but even I fast-forwarded through it. That's how bad it was.
Well, that's what you'll do with Showgirls when they
really?
come on video, too. Cause
it's only so long you can watch a girl on tape do a lap dance or a strip show, because it's only fun if you're there in person. I can't explain it, because you're hanging out with guys. It's a whole camaraderie thing. But to sit there on tape and watch a girl do a strip and actually do the whole strip, you go out of your mind. Then I got that other movie in the mail, Bad Boys.
Oh, yeah, that's the Will Smith,
Martin Lawrence
movie.
Two black guys trying to be like Eddie Murphy. And I got to tell you something. That was even worse than Johnny Mnemonic. I couldn't even get through that. Wow. Did you see that?
That got real thin on plot, too.
Holy mackerel. Thin on everything.
Well, I thought they had a nice chemistry. It just didn't go anywhere.
I wouldn't know. I fast-forwarded through most of that.
Well, you know what? The movie did well enough for them to get a movie deal for a sequel.
Go figure that out. How's that Eddie Murphy movie with him as Dracula?
I haven't seen it. It opens this weekend.
Oh, no reviews yet?
Nope.
See the trailers?
Yeah. Looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't think Eddie's going to make a good vampire either.
What happens? Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Eddie Murphy, any guy who comes out of Saturday Night Live just ends up making bad movies. It's a curse.
Eddie had a string of good ones for a while there. I don't know what happened.
Does he know how to read a script? I know I sat and rejected scripts. I'll tell you one thing. If my movie sucks, it won't be because of a bad script. I wouldn't do anything that looked bad on paper. Because some guys look at these scripts and they go, you know what? It's a bad script, but once we're on the set, we can ad-lib a lot, and
we'll fix it.
We'll fix it. No, I'm telling you, you can't fix it. It's too late by now.
Do you think a lot of that is going on? Because I swear I've talked to some of these people who say you never go into production thinking it's a bad script.
You know what happens to you? I'm telling you, when my book came out, and I got so hot that Hollywood had to have me, and they were sending me all kinds of scripts and everything, and and we were doing $40 million in one night on pay-per-view. Everyone had to have me. They started flooding me with scripts, and I sat down and I read these scripts. I rejected every one of them. I got a lot of these scripts you now see that are movies, and they're awful. And they come to you, and you get so many of them. After a while, you start to think, well, gee, if I'm too particular.
Maybe this is a good movie script. I just don't know it.
Yeah, maybe there's something wrong with me. And then, of course, when I wrote my own book and they decided to make it into a movie, everyone brought me tons of scripts based on the book, and they were even worse than what I was reading on these other things. Then I said, well, maybe I really don't know what I'm doing. So then I brought them to some director friends of mine who seemed to have some, had a string of hits, and I said, tell me, don't you think these scripts suck? And they go, of course they do.
I was going to say, did any of these movies ever turn out to be good movies?
No. I was right about 100%. And then when you refuse to do these movies, they say you're difficult. That's what the producer of my film was saying.
Well, I'll tell you, Dana Carvey is not difficult.
He's easy to work with. He'll do anything. Dan Aykroyd, another guy.
Dan Aykroyd is not difficult.
I was watching Exit to Eden, and this was on HBO last night.
Yeah.
And listen, we know Gary Marshall, and he did Pretty Woman and everything, but I think everyone on that cast must have been high on acid or something, man.
It's unwatchable.
It's unwatchable, and it's got naked girls, and they show Bush, and they show everything that I want to see in a movie.
The minute the camera goes away from that?
It's about an S&M camp. People go to a private island and have sex slaves and the whole thing. Now, you think I'd really want to watch that?
But they didn't even handle that right.
They got Dana Delaney, who's a piece of wood, who you don't even want to see naked. You're begging to put her clothes back on.
Yeah, how could she be the temptress of this whole play?
Yeah. And
she looks like your mom.
Every time that Rosie O'Donnell comes on the screen, I was talking to someone about this the other day. It is a joke, this Rosie O'Donnell. Whenever she comes on the screen, nothing happens. All energy is sucked out of a film. There is no charisma whatsoever. But she's one of those people who works and works and works because she's in with like a Hollywood crowd that says she's hip. Every movie is Rosie O'Donnell.
Another one.
And it doesn't matter how bad they are. There's certain people that just work. They're charmed. It's weird, and I don't know what was on Gary Marshall's mind. I mean, I like Gary, and he's been very nice to me.
I think he was trying to make another movie.
Yeah.
And something happened.
Every time Dan Aykroyd and Rosie O'Donnell come on, they seem to be tracking somebody, and they're police officers, and they're unfunny, and you're like, get back to the island where there's sex slaves.
Yeah, but, even when they had those beefy guys walking around in dog collars and stuff, it was like, come on.
Yeah.
Do something. Don't tell me they come out here to walk around feeding Rosie O'Donnell grapes.
Yeah. That's some sex slave.
Imagine you're Dan Aykroyd and you worked with Belushi and now you work with Rosie.
I know. It's got to be a come down. My theory is that there was a big switch. Like, that's not the script Gary got. They switched it at the last minute and told him to direct it. I think that's what happened.
I definitely think something went wrong.
Exit to Eden.
Exit theater.
And I read the book. It was real sexy.
Yeah, it was based on an Anne Rice book.
Yeah.
And it had nothing. It wasn't a comedy, the book.
No. That could have been a real sexy picture. But I don't think he wanted to do sexy. He wanted to do comedy. I don't know what was going on. But I don't know. It's weird. And so now this child molester guy made a movie, and I won't go see it.
Well, that's very big of you.
But it looks pretty cool. Powder.
Yeah, I love that concept.
Yeah, me too. Anytime anybody gets superpowers, I like it.
Well, we can't see it.
I wrote a script about this guy, Fred, gets superpowers.
Oh, no.
Fred Norris. It's really good.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you were watching Exit to Eden, how afraid were you that Rosie was going to take something off?
I don't know, but she goes, I'm going to get my wax job, because she's going to be going to this S&M island. And then she goes there, and then she gets into this outfit that looks like she's got more clothes on than when she was, than if she was naked.
That outfit.
Than if she was it's like a big dominatrix outfit, but
it's like 10 pounds.
A catcher's.
Yeah.
10 pounds in an 8-pound container.
And it's not even funny. You know what I mean? You're not laughing.
It looked like it was going to burst, that outfit.
How far do you get to the movie? Like, I'm laying in bed.
It's on all the time, so when you're going around the dial,
you watch different parts.
Right.
I was laying in bed saying, this is pretty good. I'm about to go to bed, and I had to take care of myself anyway. I'll watch this movie. I have it on last night, and it was unwatchable. I couldn't get through it.
As soon as around the dial, there's a guy tied up.
To do.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird.
You see a guy tied up, and a girl's smacking him on the rear end. It's like, hey.
Yeah, and then Dana Delaney steps out of that pool. Frau. All right. And she's got a weird jaw. She's not that beautiful, you know what I'm saying?
She would have been the one to vote to put Rosie in the movie because when it goes back to her, it's like she's
yeah, right. It's a breath of fresh air.
In comparison.
Sandy Korn's in that.
I know.
Yeah, I saw her in there.
But she's not in it long.
No, she plays a girl named Reba. She's like, this island is fun. And then some guy comes over and goes, shut up, you're a sex slave. Oh, okay.
Under 5.
I don't know, man. That's a pretty weird movie. HBO shows it over and over again. You would think it was Gone with the Wind. The way they're showing it, they're so
Why
proud.
is it they get bad movies and just replay the hell out of them?
I don't know. Like, can't they get, like, some cool movies?
It seems like they start it over again.
I know.
Yeah, as soon as they get it rewound, it's back on.
Yeah. I have a theory they have 2 tapes of it, and they don't even have to rewind.
Rewind reel 2 while they're doing it.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. 97.1, The Eagle.
Yay! Jackie!
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Once again,
My name is
Howard
Jackie. My name is Jackie. I've heard it all before. Hey, everybody. What's happening? We've been here since 6 o'clock in the morning. Every day we're here. Every day, over and over again since 6 o'clock in the morning. movie HBO keeps showing over and over again?
What?
Airheads, 144 times a day. Airheads, worst movie.
Boy, was that bad.
Like the eating is worse.
John is in that movie.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
He has one line.
Yeah. I think Joe Pep saw Airheads 144 times and slammed into
He wasn't drinking?
He slammed into the Midtown Tunnel. Joe Pep.
Judge will let him off.
Turn it off! Oh.
I'm Joe Pep.
Anyway, what else is in the news, Robin?
There was an executive on a plane the other day who kind of distinguished himself. I don't think they'll ever forget him. Gerard Finnerman is a 58-year-old man from Greenwich, Connecticut, who is out on bail of $100,000 after being arrested after a United Airlines flight from Buenos Aires. They said this guy started a drinking binge before he even got on the plane.
Good thing he wasn't near the Midtown Tunnel.
And continued to drink, after the plane took off and was in the air. And when the flight attendants told him that he'd reached his drinking limit.
How many drinks did he have?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They just said that he was just drinking before he got on the plane, and then he would continue to drink after he got on the plane. And I guess he was a little bit belligerent and out of control.
Drinks!
So they told him that he had reached his drinking limit.
No, I haven't. One more, please.
And the flight was about 12 hours long, so I'm sure he hit a lot of drinks.
It's not like I'm flying the plane. Give me more. I'll knock you on your ass if you don't give me another.
They said there was 4 hours remaining in the flight.
Wow.
When they told him that he had reached his limit and they weren't going to serve him anymore.
I've never seen them deny anybody drinks.
I thought they couldn't.
Yeah. If there was a law, you have to keep serving people drinks.
But Finnerman allegedly began taking drinks from the service cart himself. And they told him he couldn't have any more. When the crew stopped him,
if you do stuff,
what?
If you do stuff like that, they have you arrested on the ground.
Oh yeah.
It's a serious offense.
I thought he's out on $100,000 bail.
Wow.
We're talking serious deal here.
I mean, you could do that on the ground. Nobody cares. You maybe the cops will just take you out until you go home.
But listen to this. You would have died if you had been on this flight.
I never see anything good.
Never have made it through. When the crew stopped him, he began threatening them. He became very nasty. He told one of the male flight attendants that he was going to bust his ass.
Oh, bust your ass.
Because he wasn't getting any drinks. When a female attendant also refused his demand for more drinks, he pushed her into a seat.
You all suck.
But he really stunned everybody when he climbed on top of the service cart in first class, dropped his pants and underwear, and defecated. Then he used the linen napkins as toilet paper and wiped his hands on various countertops and service implements used by the crew.
What was the guy's name?
Then he tracked feces throughout the aircraft.
I tracked feces!
Just pretend it's pudding and shut up.
Feces!
It tracks so well.
Hey, I feel like Little Red Riding Hood with the crumbs.
First class, my ass.
The guy's lawyer vigorously denies the charges.
Does he deny everything?
Yeah, he says that this didn't happen.
But isn't there like a ton, under a ton of witnesses that saw the guy rubbing
I
feces?
would imagine the guy is a former senior vice president at Drexel, Burnham, Lambert, and Citicorp. So he has some very high-powered positions. And some of the people who know him say they find it very bizarre because he has always been kind of a
in control,
quiet, straight-laced guy.
He might have had a bad childhood. His mother might have forced him to look at religious sayings in the basement. Yeah. We have to talk to someone on that plane. If anyone...
Can you imagine being on that flight?
Where did it originate from?
Buenos Aires.
Yeah, any of our listeners in Buenos Aires, if you can give us a call. Where was it landing?
In New York.
Oh, wow. So anybody who was on that plane, give us a call. What airline?
United.
United. Feces!
Yeah, it came into Kennedy on Friday, so anybody who is on that...
I'm the
They
king
said on the
of
news
Sky
he might
Duty.
get 20 years.
Yeah, that's right. That's the...
What'd they say?
He could get 20 years if, they threw the book at him and he was convicted of this...
Just for duty.
Crime.
Sky
Just
duty.
for duty.
Duty, you get 15 years. OJ kills 2 people and he's free. Duty.
But just imagine, you need a drink so bad, like you can't... You start grabbing them off the tray yourself.
In all seriousness, there's nothing to do on those planes, Robert.
Give me some more vodka, you air whores. Air whores. Hey, this isn't a duty-free flight.
Sir, we're going to have to ask you to sit down.
Yeah, well, this isn't a you fag. Faggot. Fag job. Hey, you're a steward. Flag. Flying fag. Clear. Homo. Stop it. I can't take it. The in-flight movie was Exit to Eden. Give me PC. Go sit on the joystick in the cockpit. Could you see? Nut man.
Oh.
Imagine the people on board and they get off the airplane, they must be hysterical.
I know.
I just can't imagine.
And, what do you do with the guy? Because you can't tie him up or lock him up
You don't
somewhere.
even want to touch him after he's done what he's done.
Yeah. After he punches out a couple of stewardesses and pushes them in their seat, what do? You're trapped on a plane with him. That's why it's such a serious crime.
How do they tell the pilot? Jesus Christ.
But just imagine, he's your seatmate.
Yeah.
And he's coming back to the seat after having crapped on the car.
I have to go. I peed in the overhead compartment. Take a shower. Hey, come on, it's fun.
Guy should get 50 years. Mental case.
Shut off the smoke.
And his lawyer said none of it happened.
Yeah, he's denying it.
None of it happened. That's smart. OJ denied it.
That's a lawyer.
OJ was as guilty as can be, and he just denied it, and he got away with it.
Hey, there's no videotape.
Never at any time did this man tell me he had committed this crime.
Yeah.
His innocence throughout.
It was brown rage.
Well, I just want to say something to the court. We have proof. We've saved the cart that he made duty on.
Hey, that's not my cart.
Is there any DNA in duty?
Can't you do a DNA matchup on the duty stain? Is there DNA in duty?
I would imagine it has to be, doesn't there?
Well, there's no blood evidence.
Products, but you could drag something out with you when you come.
Could be blood evidence if he has a fissure, anal fissure.
Possibly.
I ate corn. There's a trace element. How could it be? I had corn the night before. There's no corn here. Not my duty. I want drinks. Give me a mimosa, or I'll lay cable on that stewardess. Round and round.
Did they say what consistency it was?
No, but it was tracked, so...
What do you mean tracked, though? Like it on his feet?
Well, obviously he was a mess. He used a linen napkin as toilet paper. And then he was wiping his hands.
At least I wipe. At least I wipe.
That's not like washing, though. He wiped his hands down the counters and utensils they used. And then they said he tracked it through the cap.
So someone must have gotten on his shoes. Yeah.
Hey, it's on my shoes. Cocky.
I wish we had a TV show.
We could do a reenactment. And we do have a TV show. That's not a real TV show.
Yeah, we don't build sets.
Yeah, right.
See, now we have to have an aircraft.
It's a lazy man's TV show. That's what we got.
Duty. Yeah. Weak.
We could still do a reenactment. We could take this tape and just do a reenactment.
Yeah, they can shoot it at another time.
We get Scott the engineer to be wild on the plane. He's a good actor.
In a cigarette outfit.
I want drinks.
That's a funny story. I got to take a break, and we'll get back to more funny stories right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
What else is in the news, Robin? We can't get over that duty story and the guy on the plane. It's just so great. A picture like, you come off that plane and you were on it. You were trapped with that guy running around the plane and with his duty. And
must have smelled beautiful.
Taking a toothpick and trying to pick out the duty out of the bottom of your sneakers because it's all caught in the grooves.
Why should I throw them away? They're new.
Yeah, brand new sneakers.
Get the duty out of the grooves with a toothbrush.
If I was his lawyer, I was saying this to the guys, if I was his lawyer, I would sue the airline. I would reverse the whole thing. This is how lawyers think. Lawyer's going to say, you know what? They got my client on the plane. They gave him way too much to drink, like these bar owners who give these guys way too much to drink and let them drive. And he made a jackass out of himself. He's humiliated. He's embarrassed. He's disgusted.
And it's the airline's fault.
It's the airline's fault.
Him.
They served him the liquor. He was entrapped by them. Just like Mayor Barry when they gave him that crack. And then he can sue them for $20 million. Yeah. And he will win.
Because he can't now work. He can't face his
other people.
His business people.
Right. And he is embarrassed by the drugs that they gave him. The drinking. It's an alcohol. It's a drug.
Overserved.
Yeah.
They should have been watching him and known his limit.
Yeah. Brilliant, right? I could have been a lawyer, I'm telling you. I would have been the best attorney out there. F.U. Bailey would have idolized me.
My client became a human diarrhea bomb because of this airline.
My client, we fed so much of this alcohol, he ran up to first class. You know how you sit in first class, you feel important?
Yeah.
You feel special? You imagine how you sit? You know how everyone has an attitude in first class? Right. Like everyone's like, we're very special people.
That's right, and don't look at us when you go to the back.
Each one of us is very special. We all are very, very professional and have made it in our fields, and we have earned the right to sit in first class. They're all sitting there all hoity-toity. Some guy charges up, pulls knives off, and fouled the entire serving cart. And spread it all over the plane.
Like caviar.
Imagine the stink. And you get off the plane.
You're stuck there for, another 4 hours.
Yeah. And then the stewardess has to clean it.
There is no way to clean that. There's no way to clean that and empty the plane.
That's why they invented toilets, so it gets flushed away from human beings.
Right.
Down water into the underground.
You got to stand in it while you're taking your...
You got to what?
You got to stand in it while you're trying to get your bags out of the overhead compartment.
Yeah, you just don't know where it is anymore.
It was clear the stewardesses could have stopped serving this man way beyond... They kept plying him with alcohol.
Obviously, this is not the normal behavior of my client.
Right. Oh, they've got a great case. They should count their lucky stars.
He should call the stewardesses and thank them.
Yep. I'm going to be a rich man.
The mayor of New York is in a little hot water, getting reprimands from the president and other foreign dignitaries who were here for the 50th anniversary of the United Nations for snubbing PLO leader Yasser Arafat.
And then jumping up on stage and pulling his pants down and making a duty.
Yasser Arafat was removed from a Monday night concert at Lincoln Center because he was not an invited guest. It was one of these city functions that was being thrown for all the dignitaries, and I guess it was by invitation only. And
right.
Giuliani looked over and he saw old Yasser sitting there.
Absolutely.
So he sent one of his aides over to tell him he was an uninvited guest.
Of course.
And that he had to leave. Now, Yasser is claiming that he stayed there as long as he wanted to and he left when he felt like it.
Yasser!
And that he told the aide to go to hell. But, the aide says that was not the case, and Arafat left shortly after being told. And it was way before Arafat is saying he left. But anyway, as I said, the president is a little upset about this. They say it's a diplomatic gaffe. Even the Prime Minister of Israel says, we have to deal with this guy now. He's, part of the peace process.
Mm-hmm.
But Giuliani is still defending his position. Here's our brave mayor.
See what he says.
No reason to be romantic about Arafat. Maybe you need him for the peace process. Maybe you need to negotiate with him, but you don't have to embrace him. I remember his background, an awful lot of blood on his hands.
Well, our mayor, listen, the Jews are going to put him in office. Still about 80 billion Jews here in New York. So he knows who the audience he's playing to, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, our mayor's a little hot-headed. He's a great mayor, but he gets a little full of himself and starts to think he's the generalissimo. He's throwing people out.
He's still a DA.
Yeah,
He's still prosecuting crime.
And he's got that mentality. And you know what? It's not so bad. He's right. It was a city-thrown function where you were invited, and this guy shows up.
No, he does make a point. Yasser Arafat harbored terrorists.
Right.
And we have suffered as a result.
That's right. He doesn't forgive and forget. He's no pussy. That's why people dig Giuliani.
He said we might need him for the peace process, but we'd rather not have terrorists and dictators when we don't have to have them at parties.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like forgetting just yet and partying with the dude.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the creme de la creme.
Our mayor knows how to play to the Jews, though. Huh? They got to love him today.
Oh, boy, they got to be dancing around him.
I heard. Giuliani regularly eats bagels and lox right out on the street where people can see him. And Giuliani, everyone likes that, right?
Some people get it confused.
Yeah, Giuliani. There you go.
The creme de la creme of New York journalists turned out for a luncheon or dinner or something it was a dinner with Castro.
Yes.
Yesterday, given by Mort Zuckerman, the publisher of the Daily News. Now, Mike Wallace was there, Diane Sawyer, Barbara Walters, a lot of big names in journalism. And they claim that when they were there, they hit him with a lot of tough questions. So it wasn't any easy time for Castro sitting there with these journalists. They really hammered him with some tough questions. Mike Wallace came out and told reporters that it was a sales job, that Castro is trying to get the United States to lift the embargo against Cuba. And that's all he's doing. Meanwhile, one of the other guests said it was a very friendly atmosphere and the journalists let him off easy. They were starstruck.
Right. I believe that second assessment, quite frankly.
Yeah, what are they going to tell you when they come out? You didn't get to see it for yourself.
Yeah, we saw how Diane Sawyer behaved around Michael Jackson, so you can imagine when they get in a room around Castro.
Oh, Fidel. Oh, you're making a duty on this day. It's my toothache. I'll take it out of my sleep.
I'd just like to see him eat with that beard. That's all I want to see.
That must have been a fun dinner party.
I guarantee you when he's eating, he has to hold his beard with his left hand, if he's a righty, and just hold the beard back and sort of like keep the beard from getting into the food.
You don't think he's mastered at this point?
No. You can't.
Holding the beard up and making sure the fork clears all the hair.
First of all, there's a plate underneath you. You know how you bend forward to eat?
Right.
And like you just naturally bend forward? The beard is so long, and it's such a bad it's such a bad beard that it's going to be in the plate, so you got to hold it. And then you're holding it, and then you're eating, and you don't want your military cap to fall off, so like you don't want to bend too far over, and you don't want the beard in your plate. And then you're holding it because when you eat, otherwise it'll move forward and bash into the fork and get sauce on the beard.
Oh. Well, he did wear a suit. He wasn't in this military thing, outfit with that crazy hat.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a problem.
I bet you can look at his beard and read every course. Let's see. I see some Parmesan, some soup, and some diet cookies. Wouldn't it be cool, like if he put his beard in pigtails while he ate?
Yeah, it had a few bobby pins.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
They're all gone now, so we may be able to get around the city again. I was looking in the paper today, and I saw that the president had to go jogging in Central Park while he was here, which meant that as soon as he decided to leave his hotel to go to the park, they blocked off all the traffic so that his cars could get to the park. Then he took 2 laps around the reservoir. They blocked off all the streets again so he can make it back to the hotel.
Unbelievable.
Life is a nightmare.
So he could
things happen.
So when he jogged, there were no other people there jogging. They blocked off the whole park.
Well, I'm talking about the traffic on the way to the park because they drove him to the park from the hotel. So they block off all the streets from the hotel to the park.
See, I feel that's the way they should treat me in New York. All the streets should be blocked off as I pass through.
I didn't understand this.
What didn't you understand? How could this guy be fat still? I've never seen a fat runner beside him.
All the time. But you know what? I was thinking about it. Wouldn't you you jog too if you could just have a bunch of people to run with you every day?
It'd be fun.
And make it a big production when you go.
Yeah, look at all these people jogging with him.
Is that all Secret Service people?
Yeah.
There's 3,000 Secret Service people with him.
I was just thinking, how far does he go?
He goes 2 laps. What's 2 laps?
Yeah,
That's
what around
nothing.
the reservoir? I didn't
2
think
laps
that
is,
was.
the reservoir is...
I don't even think it's a mile.
It's under a mile, I think.
Really? Oh, he carries
No,
on.
wait a second. I tell you, it might be like 1.6. I think that might be what it is.
Because look at the gut on him.
Yeah, but every time you see him running, they just take pictures of him. Before you know, he runs 10 feet and then goes back in.
I don't know what he's doing, but it's not working. You run 2 miles a day, you'll be thin if you eat normally. He must be packing in.
He must not be dieting.
No, he must be eating a lot of chocolates. Because Baba Booey exercises, and he's fat as a cow.
Full high.
You got Full High comes in, and then he takes 50 Cadbury bars.
Those are Reese's peanut butter cups.
Is that what you're eating in there?
Actually,
I can smell the chocolate in there.
I'm actually down to York's peppermint patties. I've actually deluded myself into believing that they're a little bit less in fat content.
Yeah, because they have mint.
Right,
Mint
it's not
doesn't have
all
fat.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Instead of peanut butter.
All right. Peanut butter's not good for you. Very good.
But yeah, that's a great gig if you can get it. I run with the president every morning.
Yeah, I'd like that gig. Maybe then I could talk about the FCC.
We didn't have enough problems with traffic yesterday. Tony Bennett had to go out and get the key to the city, and
What happened with that?
of course he blocked traffic on 6th Avenue, and it was all backed up. So anyway, here's our mayor again.
Was Yasser Arafat at the Tony Bennett singing?
He wasn't invited, so he decided to stay away.
We're very happy that Tony Bennett left his heart in San Francisco and came back to New York City where he belongs, right? We have a proclamation that names today Tony Bennett Day.
Giuliani's a weird-looking guy. What is going on with his hair? What is that?
I don't know what that is.
That's a dewlap, right? That he
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a toque.
I wish he would just go bald, and let it happen. He'd be so much better looking. He doesn't see it, I guess.
There's so few strands.
Yeah, he wants that little bonnet of hair on top of his head that looks totally unnatural.
I haven't ever seen him in when the wind was kicking up.
Ooh, oh, boy.
Like that, the whole thing stands up.
Yeah, just get rid of it. Can you imagine when he lets that hunk of hair down? It must reach down to his ass.
Oh, I'd love to see him after he comes out of the shower.
Oh.
We knew an engineer, I won't mention his name, back at NBC, who used to put together. He was bald, but he had a whole dewlap thing where he grew the side of his head really long, and he wrapped it all around the top, and he had 3 bobby pins in. But by the end of the day, he'd sweat so much on his head that everything started to separate.
The hair would slip.
Yeah, it was so funny to watch because in the beginning of the day, it looked pretty good.
And then you'd start to see the bobby pins. You'd start to see parts of the scalp where the hair had separated.
Yeah, and there was clearly nothing underneath there. So strange. And then I was dying to see him one day, if the bobby pins, take them out, and just see how long those couple of strands of hair are.
It's funny, though. How do you go to a barber and say, all right, I want everything clipped, right, these hairs?
Right. Yeah, I'm growing those out. But that won't look right. I said he should grow his nasal hairs and just wrap those around his head. And go backward. Hair in his ears. Hair coming out of the guy everywhere except on the stupid little top of his head. So unfair.
And here's Tony Bennett singing.
Let's hear that.
Sings like an angel.
Here's Tony Bennett singing on... I imagine he's singing to 6th Avenue. This is... All right, we got the tape? All right. There he goes. Yodeling. Defiantly. All right, let's play the real Tony Bennett.
Please.
I wanna cry, wanna croon, I wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon deep in your eyes. Just when I think
I can sing like this.
I'm free.
That almost sounds like walking.
It does.
Oh, devil moon deep
Oh, devil moon, I can't believe it's true. Yeah. Oh, devil moon. Why do I think I could sing this stuff? And there's no words, or who cares what the words are? Look at the people honking.
Let me through, I'm checking. Scram.
Devil moon, let me go by into the sky, making you fly. I don't know. Doesn't seem like real singing. Isn't it kind of like that? I don't know. Am I just belittling what the guy does? And of course. Yeah, but I mean, I think I can do it. If I had music like that, I could do it. I just don't have that music. Do we have any music like that? Bluebird going around into the sky.
Hold a note for 3 minutes.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, here, I can see this. Cha-cha-cha-cha, bluebird of happiness is here. I see you, my darling dear, into the night. You make me feel blue, but I feel good from angels of light. I fly in the sky. I like to be up high with you, my dear. Isn't it kind of like that?
It's kind of like that. The only difference is that he does stay on tune.
Yeah, but come on. This isn't my song.
I guess that's the trick.
I could stay on tune. Give me some more of that. I can do it. Silver nickels, golden dimes. All you'll hear is devil's chimes, making you fly. I'm the guy who did it on the plane. I'm not insane. They gave me too much to drink. And you know it's true. Hey, I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. Come on, hey, same crap. Clean it up, Jack. Clean it up, Jack. You know I do. I mean, come on, hey. Mr. Johnny Martlin on horns, ladies and gentlemen. It's not so hard.
Well, then maybe you'll get the key to this thing.
You move my bowels today. And if I knew the song, it would help. Let me take another break. We'll get out of here after we'll finish up the news for you right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. More after this. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with The Howard Stern Show.
We were just thinking how funny it would be. That guy who got up in first class and made a duty in front of the whole first class up on that cart.
Yeah.
Like he's up there, and you know how close that cart is to the pilot's door. Imagine the pilot just opens the door, he hears there's some trouble back there, and he sees this guy's ass in his face, and then spreading it all over.
It's everywhere.
It's got to be in everything. And poor bastard picking everything out with a toothpick. And you know how even a terrorist, if they get up and they know there's a bomb on the plane, there is usually 3 brave men who will tackle that guy. Guy goes up and starts making excrement.
And nobody
attacks. And what do you do if you're in first class and a guy gets up and he starts making excrement on the plane? Like, do you sit there and watch? Do you start screaming at him? Do you stand up? Do you leave? I mean, what do you do?
Well, usually when a guy is belligerent.
Hit the stewardess button.
You hit the stewardess, and what does the stewardess do? Please, sir, stop making excrement.
She's already been thrown in a chair.
Yeah.
They're out of it. The game's over.
So what do you do? Like, you're a passenger in first class. Do you just sit and watch him make the excrement?
Come on, you know what happens. Everybody looks out the window, hoping not to become the next target.
That's true. Do you think there's like some old lady who goes, "Oh my God, please, sir"?
Until he curses her.
Yeah, have decency.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
The booty in her lap.
Me, I get out my camera. Can't believe nobody took a picture.
No, the only thing close to this was once I was on a plane where this guy did have too much to drink. And he was sitting next to this Victoria's Secret model. And she was nearly, she was so far over in her seat, she was almost not sitting next to him anymore. But she didn't say anything.
She was on the wing of the plane.
Yeah, the whole time he was, his gestures kept getting wilder, and he was leaning over talking in her face, and I can't imagine what that must have been like. And, they stopped him from drinking. He did yell a little bit. But everybody looked away.
Yeah, right. What's the deal with it?
We had a lot of people who called in who claimed to be on the plane that were liars.
Yeah.
But this one woman called in. She gave me a phone number, and I called her back. She seemed really legitimate, but she claims that she slept through the whole thing.
She
said she was right across from him, and she slept through it until she woke up and she thought she smelled something funny.
Right.
How could you sleep through that?
Yeah, you don't sleep through that.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Robin, let's finish up the news and call it a day.
On that story all day.
Well, we could, but we won't.
We're not going to. The Halloween celebration.
Jackie is so in love with any story with Duty. I mean, he's in here during every commercial break going,
No.
And what if?
I can't stop, and my head hurts from laughing. Anything with Duty is funny.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't hold back the story. I'm glad I said it right at the beginning.
Because she's like 53 years old and still laughing at Duty jokes.
Just me.
Go ahead, Robin.
Halloween is coming up.
Immature.
It's always a good idea to go check out what's selling at the mask stores, the costume places. Novelty masks of Judge Lance Ito are outselling O.J. Simpson masks.
I have both. I have the Ito mask. It's fantastic.
And they say it's by a big margin, by 2-1 in Greenwich Village.
I own one. The Ito mask looks exactly like Ito, and the O.J. mask looks exactly like O.J. Yeah, it's great. I wear it.
They're big.
Here's my Ito mask, Robin. Look, looks like him too. Hey, that's him, man. That is so good. They make great masks now, you know. When I used to trick or treat 100 years ago, I used to wear those damn plastic masks.
But those, aren't they hot?
Oh yes, but look what you look like. You look like Ito.
Can you see?
No.
Oh.
Of course not. Little slits for eyes. He can't see. How are you going to see? I'm shocked that people would rather be a judge than a murderer. Or is it a racist statement? They'd rather be a chink than a black guy. Who knows?
I don't know. It just seems that right now Judge Ito is more popular than O.J.
It's more fun. It's more fun to be Judge Ito.
I guess. I don't know. And then he can cry in the corner and
weep.
They have to decide in Texas what the sentence for Yolanda Saldivar will be. They have already found her guilty of the murder of Selena. Now the jury has to reconvene to figure out exactly how she should be sentenced. They'll hear a little more testimony. Now they'll bring in information about the, proof or some kind of evidence that she was embezzling funds, etc., to try to determine exactly what her punishment should be. Hospitals in Bogalusa, Louisiana, are overcrowded with victims suffering as a result of the toxic fumes released when a rail car imploded yesterday. Here's one woman to explain what happened to her.
Got blisters in my mouth and my throat. I can't put my dentures in. Threw up all day and all night.
What did you do all day and night?
Threw up.
Yeah.
Hey, Jackie, come on. It's not funny.
Hey, it's not him.
That's just not funny.
That's as funny as the Duty.
However, in California, fire officials say there are no serious injuries from a toxic gas leak following a train derailment in Shafter, California.
What's that?
15 cars of a freight train left the tracks early this morning in Kern County, about 15 miles northwest of Bakersfield. 29 people were treated for exposure to refrigerant gas that leaked from one car.
Can I have tape of a woman who went out on a date with Baba Booey right before he got married? You want to hear that?
What does that mean?
I have tape of it. It's news.
What did she say?
Would you want to hear it?
Where'd you get this tape?
From a guy I know. She went out on a date with Gary. She made love to him. And this is tape of her actually talking about Gary. You want to hear it?
All right, let me hear.
All right.
Got blisters in my mouth and my throat. I can't put my dentures in. Threw up all day and all night.
Oh, dear.
All night she threw up. And blisters in her mouth. Pop, 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 pop. Imagine you kiss those lips and teeth. You got to have a few blisters.
I keep waiting for Mary to change, but she seems to be you're doing all right, Drew.
She'll change.
In Chicago, there's a radio station reporting that...
Are they firing us?
2 people are dead in a school bus train collision. Oh, Jackie, the commuter train plowed into the rear of the bus today in northwest Chicago, or northwest of Chicago. And authorities have not given out a casualty count.
I would talk about that, but no one can hear us.
Not in Chicago.
Not in Chicago, anyway.
There's a new study out that says silicone breast implants are safe.
Is that right? I knew it. Silicone. Saline is very safe, but silicone is
There's
safe.
still trials going on right now with people suing the chemical companies because they say they have suffered illnesses and all kinds of injuries as a result of their silicone breast implants. However, we keep getting these studies now that say that the silicone breasts don't do anything.
Didn't they pay already?
They paid billions.
They had a class action suit.
Dow Corning or whatever it was is bankrupt from it. They had to declare bankruptcy. There's been so many suits.
So I don't.
And that confuses women who want to get saline implants, which are safe.
Who said?
I said.
When did you do any tests?
Jane Fonda has them. They must be safe.
Oh, what do you mean? Like Jane always makes wise decisions.
Yeah, she does.
Ask Max.
Max Kinkle?
Max was on the air this morning screaming about Hanoi Jane.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Isn't he supposed to play music?
Sometimes he forgets. Because this morning he was saying that he wants the Cleveland Indians to win. I now realize why he's against the Braves.
Because Jane Fonda.
Because Jane Fonda's husband owns them.
Right. And anything to do with Vietnam.
So he was real upset when the Braves went out 2 in front. And he was so happy last night that Cleveland won.
How many games have Cleveland won?
Just one.
And so it's 2-1 now?
2-1 now.
Good.
And Max feels that they can win 3 in a row at home and then go back to Atlanta and win one more on that momentum. And then he wants 2 drunk guys to throw up on Hanoi Jane. That's what he said.
I got to tune into that show. I thought he was just playing classic rock.
That's what he said this morning.
Great.
There's another game tonight, and we're a little bit closer to Max's wish coming true.
I hope they vomit on Jane Fonda. I hope the fans vomit on Jane Fonda.
That's a good one.
That is a good one, Arnold. Schwarzenegger saying all that.
But, yeah, you got to tune into Max. He's always got something to say.
Yeah. He's not like the other jocks. All they want to talk about is music. Max has got that lopsided agenda.
All roads lead to Da Nang.
Yeah. Anything else, Robin, or can we go home?
No, George Clooney, the guy who's the big star of ER, is going to play the Green Hornet in a movie.
Oh, I got to see that. Green Hornet. This is Green Hornet speaking from the men. God don't want me in, man. I got more criminals to taste.
Jay Leno has signed a new contract with The Tonight Show. 5 years, taken to the year 2000. He had 1 year left on his current NBC contract, but they seem to be so pleased with the fact that in the last 8 weeks he's beat Letterman every week.
If anybody ever good goes on in late night television, they can beat the pants off of Letterman and Leno.
He said it wasn't a tough negotiation. It lasted about a half hour, and boom.
Damn, it's no big deal.
I just like job security. This time it doesn't have that yearly option where they can decide to renew every year.
Right, you can get paid for 5 years.
It's a full 5-year contract. They did not disclose the terms, but estimates are that the current deal ranges from $4 to $8 million. Speculation on his new pact is as much as $11 million.
Wow, $11 million.
Less than the $14 million CBS paid David Letterman. Leno also asked that they increase the workload. He only wants 5 weeks of vacation, so he's cutting down on his vacation time.
Jay, that's your thing. You love to work, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, you love it, and you're
workaholic.
And everything's easy for you, like even the negotiation.
Yes, I get $2 more million and some free flights on United to be the next duty guy.
They make it seem like that Jay doesn't even really care. Like he didn't even have a manager come in and negotiate it.
No, he went himself.
Yeah.
Just put a little something away from Mrs. Leno.
Yeah. No effort.
Easy. Workaholic.
And on the show the other night, he actually paid tribute to Johnny Carson.
Oh.
He had his band leader play a little bit of the theme.
And kiss Johnny's ass. Everyone's so afraid of Johnny. Jay's like so upset that Johnny sided with Dave because Jay didn't say thank you to Johnny.
You didn't say thank you well enough.
Yeah.
I pretended to like the old fart. Yeah.
See, now you got to kiss Johnny's ass. Like, what's Johnny going to do? Everyone's afraid of him like he's the mafia or something. Oh, Johnny doesn't like me. Who cares? Who gives a rat's ass? You're doing better that Johnny don't like you.
Yeah, he likes Dave. Look at how it's helped him.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave. Whacked. Dave, you should have taken over my slot. You would have thanked me properly. I like you. You would have thanked me on the first night of your broadcast. You would have thanked Johnny. Jackass.
I have more talent in my jaw than that spot-faced Carson.
Now you're fighting back.
Yeah.
That's evil, Jay.
Yeah, when Johnny drops dead when he kicks, the whole band is going to be dating Alexis, and we're going to televise it.
Very good.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Jay, you fought for you fought for less vacation. You must really love your wife and being with her.
I love job security. Sure.
Good. All right.
A private funeral service will be held today for Shannon Hoon in his hometown of Lafayette, Indiana. He, of course, is the lead singer of Blind Melon, who was found dead on his tour bus over the weekend in New Orleans, apparently from an accidental drug overdose. The band's manager, Chris Jones, says that the band still wants to stay together.
The band still wants to play together. They want to go on. But it won't be Blind Melon. You know, without Shannon, there is no Blind Melon.
It'll be a different Blind Melon. It'll be Dead Melon.
The family has arranged for a wake for people close to Shannon. And they've also opened it to the public, so any people who wish to come.
I'm going to get over there. I want to go. I'm going to dress up in a bee costume.
They've set up an educational fund for Nico Blue Hoon, his daughter.
Nico Blue Hoon.
So instead of sending flowers, they hope that people send those kind of donations to that little trust.
Right.
For her future. So there you have it. We're still waiting for the toxicology results to come out. That could be weeks before we'll actually know exactly what it was that took Hoon away from us.
So why don't we sit here till that comes out? We'll sit here for a couple of weeks so we'll be the first ones on the air with it.
We got to figure out who we can follow next. Somebody stable, like Courtney Love.
All right, Robin. Quivers of Life is your book, and it's on sale.
The Dude Guy.
Jackie the Joke Man is on sale with his filthy joke video, Who Farted Ice Melted, only $15 plus $4 shipping and handling. Back to school special, buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Visit Jokeland on the World Wide Web. For dirty jokes and Jokeland's internet address, call 516-922-WINE. Don't miss Stuttering John appearing in Tony and Tina's wedding every Wednesday and Thursday night. For more information and to get a signed copy of John's CD, call 201-942-OUCH.
Okay.
And don't miss Steve Gorilla hosting the first anniversary party of Grandma Sylvia's funeral this Thursday night, October 26th at Tattoo on 50th Street in Manhattan. And finally, if you're planning a wedding or corporate event and you need a great DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. And we'll see you tomorrow. I have to go now and sit in my basement. Goodbye.
The best new pure rock.